How to build an underground base. This is for all of you who hate the sunlight and prefer to live underground like a goblin. It has everything you need for a survival world, like an enchanting room and over 160 chests for all of your items. It also has a smelting and brewing area, animal pens, and a farm. Another cool feature is this nether portal that you can turn on and off.
Wow.
And let's not forget the jumbo bed so that you can cuddle the homies at night. These are all of the materials that you'll need to build along with me today. Once you've gathered them up, find a flat wall that's at least 5 blocks wide. Start by placing a barrel followed by 3 stripped spruce logs. Cap it off with a spruce trapdoor. Skip 3 blocks, then repeat the same design. Place upside down stairs on both sides, and then a row of slabs across the top. Place a trapdoor in between the stairs, as well as on the inside of the pillars. Replace the dirt behind the archway with stone blocks. Place an upside down stair in the middle and leave 2 blocks so that we can add a door. Dig out 3 blocks behind the door and add a lantern at the top. Then dig down a total of 11 blocks. After you remove the 11th block, replace it with a marker block that you can easily identify. Follow the graphic on screen to dig out the main room for our underground base. Make sure everything lines up according to the marker block that we just placed. This is super important in order for everything to line up, so make sure you double check how many blocks that you're digging out. Dig out 4 more blocks from the ceiling, making the room 6 blocks tall in total. Dig out a small area on the side of our room. Again, following the graphic that's on the screen. Mirror the same design on the opposite side as well. Add stripped spruce log pillars to the corners of the smaller rooms. Next, let's cover all of the stone walls with spruce planks. Cover the floor with polished andesite up to the spruce pillars. And make sure that this is the side where our marker block is. Add spruce pillars on top of the andesite floor, but be sure to leave 1 row of andesite blocks in front of the pillars. Place a row of horizontal logs in between the top of the pillars. In between the pillars, add an arch design using slabs and trapdoors with a lantern in the middle. Place a row of slabs across the top of the logs. Add planks in between the pillars and the back wall to divide the area into several rooms. In the very right room, add a ladder up to the surface. This is how we will get in and out of the base. Add spruce pillars in both corners of the room. Make a small table using stairs and a crafting table, and display a flower on top. I chose a red tulip. Create a table on the other side as well, this time using trapdoors. On top, add a lantern and amethyst cluster. Add some paintings on the walls. Use temporary blocks to restrict how big they will be. Head to the next room and fill the right wall with furnaces. Add a small nether wart farm using soul sand and trapdoors. Above that, add a small shelf and place a stone cutter and lantern on top. Add another shelf to the left wall and add a couple of brewing stands. Below that, place a crafting table and cauldron. The next room will be our enchanting area. Fill the walls with 2 rows of bookshelves. On the wall, make a shelf out of slabs. In the middle, add your enchanting table. Fill it with flowers, a chest, anvil, and a grindstone. The last room will be for our nether portal. Replace the floor 1 block behind the pillars with obsidian. Then, build up the rest of the portal. Add a button on the second block on both sides. Place 2 dispensers in the middle. In the left one, place a water bucket. In the right one, place a flint and steel. Add a block to both sides of the left dispenser, and a sticky piston in the corner with a block on top. Place a repeater going into that block, and then a redstone dust behind the dispenser. Add another redstone dust behind, and then make a hole underneath. Place a repeater facing the portal, and click it once. Place a block to the side of the other dispenser with a redstone dust on top. It's a good idea to add a torch back here so that nothing spawns. To turn the portal on, click the right button, and to turn it off, press the left button. Fill in the hole behind the portal with stone blocks. Head to the other side of the room and add 2 rows of polished andesite in line with the spruce pillars. Fill in the rest of the area behind those blocks with grass. Add pillars similar to the other side. Again, they should be on top of the second row of andesite. Place a row of logs in between the top of the pillars. Use stairs, trapdoors, and lanterns to create arches in between the pillars. For the larger gaps, use slabs and trapdoors, just like we did on the opposite side. In front of the logs, add a row of spruce slabs. For the larger rooms, add planks in between the pillars and the back wall. The left room will be the bedroom. Add a row of bookshelves across the back. On top, use a flower pot, azalea, and moss blocks to create some potted plants. Add a flower and lantern on top of the bookshelves as well. In the middle, add 3 beds with a row of slabs on either side. In front of the beds, place trapdoors. The next room over will be a farm. Replace this row of andesite with grass blocks. In the center, add some water and cover it with a slab. Place a wall and lantern on top. Use a hoe to till the grass and plant any crop that you want. I chose to plant some wheat. This last area will be for our animal pens. Place cobblestone walls in line with the pillar, and add a row of logs at the top. Place a lantern on the ceiling, and then add 2 cobblestone walls at the front with a gate in between. Repeat the same design for the other 2 stalls. On the side of the main room, add 2 rows of glowstone. Following which, add 2 rows of andesite. Add 1 additional block on both sides. Remove 1 block from the ceiling directly above the glowstone. Head to the other side of the room and repeat the exact same design. In the middle of the glowstone, add a pillar of planks, followed by a pillar of logs. Fill in the rest of the area with chests. On the ceiling, add a row of slabs, followed by 1 additional slab in both of the corners. To the left of the chests, add a barrel with an armor stand on top, and display any armor of your choosing. On the other side, place a crafting table with again an armor stand on top. I'm going to add some diamond armor to this one. Head to the other side of the room and mirror the exact same design we just built. In the right corner, place a crafting table with that same plant design that we used earlier on the top. On the left, add a smithing table with again another plant on top. Next, let's add a row of trapdoors adjacent to the slabs on the ceiling. On the floor, add a ring of stone brick slabs next to the andesite blocks. In the middle of the floor, dig out a 3-wide area. Fill the entire hole with torches. And add carpet on top of the torches. The light from the torches can shine through the carpet and will help light up the middle of the room. To finish off the build, replace all the stone in the floor with spruce planks. And don't forget to fill your animal pens. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and kudos to all of those who built it along with me. And as always, a very special thank you to my supporters on Patreon. Thank you so much for watching, and happy building.